So are you going on tour again?
In March, yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that why?
I just got back from tour. I've been home, I realized, can I say fucking on this?
You can. I just don't recommend in general.
Okay.
No.
I'll do my best.
No. Don't wave me off, Jeff. What I'm saying is...
Anyway, Tom, fucking Tim.
It's just like if in this and if in that. It's just kind of like, who are you?
Yeah,
Some
it makes
sort
you
of
sound
18
stupid. I know. I don't want to talk like this.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk like this. I'm stupid, though.
Wrap your knuckles with a ruler.
Should I take the ruler off my knuckles? It's a ruler joke. Anyway, I've been on tour a bunch this year.
Yeah.
Are we going to edit all the past 20 minutes out?
Yeah.
Cool.
Tim, you had some questions about going on tour for Jeff?
Yeah, I have a lot of
Sorry.
questions about logistics.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Can we start at the top?
Yeah, please.
All right, Tom.
Love it.
Feel free to jump in anytime here.
I always do.
And let's full disclosure.
Right.
You've been on tour with me for a very short period, but for some of that. You were on tour basically the day that I decided you can get a kind of better hotel room and it's worth it.
Ooh, so I reaped the benefits of that?
Yeah. You didn't stay in a Motel 6. You stayed in a Best Western with a pool.
Well, that's true, but we didn't go in the pool. Did you go in the pool
the
when I
morning?
wasn't there?
Yes, I did.
Tim, whether you went in the pool or not, that's not Jeff's concern. You were
No,
allowed
it's my
to go.
concern.
You were allowed to go in the pool, and that for some people that's enough.
Here's the thing. If you're on tour, everybody's concern should be your concern because you're a dang team.
Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't have that kind of initiative to go to the pool alone. I need to be invited. I can't. I'm like a vampire. I won't just come into your house. I need to be invited
pool
in.
vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually ask everybody in the room, and then nobody wants to go generally. And then I text everyone we're on tour with because everyone in the room heard me say, I'm going to the pool. Do you guys want to go? And then I can't look like a dummy and not go to the pool.
Right.
And then I usually go alone.
No.
You know what? I would do that.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? There's
If-
a hot tub there.
I do this all the time. Whenever there's a pool, I'm not trying to make a joke here, but I try and play it cool when there's a pool.
Great joke, Tom.
Thank you.
Let's get back to the content.
But whenever there's a pool, I'm always like, you know what? Maybe a little bit later. When inside, I want to go in the pool all the time.
Why don't you just say yes?
Because
Wait, what do you mean whenever there's a pool?
Whenever there's a pool, whenever there's an option to go in a pool, I want to go in the pool.
Do you? You have to have trunks. You have to have something to swim in.
You're always wearing trunks.
I'm always wearing trunks under my clothes.
Yeah.
just to be safe.
And when we say trunks, we're talking an old-timey one piece.
Yeah, with the stripes.
Right.
Oh, that's what those stripes are.
But
you can kind of see him through his shirt all the time if you...
I wear very
Also,
flimsy
beautiful
fabric.
mesh vest you're wearing.
Thank you.
silk pants. Silken pants.
You know why I don't go in the pool right away? Because I'm always the last one out of the pool.
Oh, you don't want your hands to get all pruny?
No. My hands are I don't give a care about my hands getting pruny. It's just I know I'm going to stay in the pool longer than everybody else.
You're going to stain the pool?
Stay in.
Sorry,
I'll enunciate. I like to stay.
Sorry, I can't hear what people say when they have terrible enunciation.
I like to stay in the pool longer than everybody.
Please let the whole
So I don't
podcast
want to
be
be.
like that.
I don't want to be first and last out of the pool, unless
Why?
when I was a lifeguard,
I
then it was my job, and then I just looked like a hard worker.
I get this
first in,
vibe.
last to leave.
People at parties who are show up late to the party, why not be the first one there and be the last one there? Why not?
Agreed. Tom,
Just
there's no
enjoy
shame.
a good time. You know?
Do you think
what were you doing when you're not in the pool?
I
Looking at your
went to-
phone, just
This is exactly
staring
what
off?
I'm about to ask.
Mm-hmm.
What is worse? Being people being like, man, Tom was in the pool for a really long time.
They're
Or
going to say that anyway,
or
so I should just go.
Yeah, Tom was leering at my girlfriend for an hour before he went in the pool.
Before he went in the pool with goggles on, and when she went in the pool, and then he was just underwater.
I gotta
the whole
see you underwater.
Tim, you have your holiday shopping done yet?
No, not at all.
Might I make a suggestion?
Please do. I'm looking for suggestions.
Movement watches, Tim. MVMT. Fantastic watches. Fantastic gifts.
You're wearing one right now.
Yeah. And I love this thing. People compliment me about it all the time. I got famously, everybody's talking about how last year I got my brother one of these things for Christmas.
Everybody's talking about
even before they were a sponsor. I love this company. Holiday shopping can be tough, but thanks to Movement watches, all that gift-giving anxiety can disappear with the press of a button.
Oh, the internet.
An internet button.
Yeah.
These watches make the perfect purchase for just about anyone in your life, guy or girl. And remember, they start at just $95. At department stores, you're looking at $400 to $500. You got that kind of money, Tim?
No.
You don't have that kind of scratch.
God, no.
Movement figured out that by selling online, they were able to cut out the middleman and retail markup, providing the best possible price, classic design, quality construction, and styled minimalism. Over 500,000 watches sold in 160 countries. Seriously, take a look at these watches. They are
actually good.
classic
I got one
designs.
for my girlfriend because I'm a great boyfriend.
That's great to hear.
This is an ad for boyfriends, right?
I had a lot of doubts. So, and listen, Tim, you made a classic Tim mistake by buying one before, because today you can get 15% off with free
I'll
shipping.
buy another one because I'm generous.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
You are a good boyfriend.
Yeah, thank you, Tom. Boyfriends. Get them while they're hot.
15% off with free global shipping, anywhere in the world that means, and free returns by going to mvmtwatches.com/guide. Now is the time to step up your watch game. Once again, that's mvmtwatches.com/guide. Join the movement. Tim, you didn't even get to your question.
I did.
You have for
Sorry.
Jeff.
I feel like
Sorry.
I need to tighten it up a little.
No, I'll let you guide more. I'm usually guiding Chris, so I'm being bad.
On your award-winning podcast, Back
Thank
to the
you for
Island.
acknowledging the award. USA Today's #1 podcast of the year.
Tom, did you know this about Jeff's record?
Jeff's record?
Yeah, USA named it the #1 record of the year.
Yeah.
USA Today, not the whole country.
We're still waiting on the recount for the whole country.
Yeah, the country's been pretty lukewarm on it as a whole, from what I understand. If you look, I'm just saying, if you take all
Don't you dare.
300
Don't you
people,
dare.
most of them probably haven't even heard the whole thing yet.
Front to back.
Yeah.
This is cruel. Is this why you brought me here?
Tim, of course I've heard that. USA Today is right outside my door every day when I get up at the hotel I live in.
Do you have
It's a paper people our age read.
Yeah. Do you have a sweet life like Zach and Cody, Tom?
No. In that show Dallas, did they all live in a hotel?
I don't think so. They lived in Dallas, I think.
Yeah, but Dallas has hotels. Jeff,
Yeah, but
do
they
you
were
know-
like
did
they
live
were
in a
oil
hotel?
barons.
Yeah, but I think when you're real rich, you can live in a hotel. That was my
I always
understanding
feel
as
like
a child.
if you're real rich, you can live in a hotel, but in fiction, people who aren't real rich live in hotels all the time. And I'm like, why don't they just rent somewhere? Why don't they sublet something instead of living in a hotel? It's expensive.
I stayed at a hotel recently that was a hotel and residence.
Okay. On
Okay.
separate floors or on...
I couldn't
Same
tell.
room.
Same room. Yeah.
Who are you? Who are you?
But it would be
One of the
weird
hotel guests. All right.
because there was also like a dance club
Don't touch my stuff.
and a bar and a very fancy lobby.
Yeah,
on
like
the
a
first
hotel.
floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just like, man, living in a hotel would be pretty cool, even though I would never want to go to a dance club in any scenario. Hotel bars we were actually talking about before we got here are the worst places in the world.
You know what, though?
No.
And a hotel lobby is
No.
better.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Tim, you're putting words in my mouth. I asked you a question about something if it was in a hotel bar, and you were like, yeah, aren't hotel bars the worst? And you didn't let me answer. I actually like hotel bars.
Yeah, what's wrong with a hotel bar?
It's just full of transients.
Yeah, that's what's
Wait,
great.
what do you mean by transients? I got yelled at by saying the word transients in my apartment the other day.
By who? Your wife?
One-
by the Christines. I live with two Christines.
One-
One's my
one of
wife,
the-
one's my friend.
by
One's
one
my
of the,
wife, one's my mistress.
by one of the transients in my apartment.
Yeah.
No, transient just means somebody that goes from place to place.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what kind of makes a hotel bar
That's
fun.
what I literally am.
You know what? We're all, I
Look,
mean,
a hotel bar.
This is Trump's America. Everyone arguing. Sorry, am I not allowed?
a hotel bar.
we'll bleep it.
Beeps America.
A hotel bar. You've got people in bands like Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
You've got
rarely.
You've got
we'll get to that.
businessmen. Well, maybe,
Mostly businessmen.
all right. You got people in bands like Bono and The Edge.
Right. Okay.
You've got businessmen like Rupert Murdoch,
my uncle.
Your uncle.
Yeah.
And then also escorts.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
And then families on vacations. It's such a great mix of everything.
Are you usually, both of you, question, when you're at a hotel bar, are you there by yourself?
Sometimes.
I was when I was at this hotel.
That seems like it would be terrible.
Yeah, it's the worst.
That's what hotel bars are for. Go there by yourself.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. Whenever I've ever had fun in my whole life at a bar, it's because I went with people or met people there, like that I previously knew, like that I'm friends with.
Look,
I don't
bars
understand-
Exactly.
I've never understood the going out scene where it's like, let's go somewhere so we can go talk to people we don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Never
like
gonna
that.
happen for me.
That's what the beauty of the hotel bar is when you're on tour, and especially the hotel lobby, because this is something that you don't know you can do, but you 100% can do, which I learned from Pup, which is that you go to the hotel.
This is a dog that you take advice
Yeah,
from?
I learned this from a puppy.
I learned this from a talking
I learned
dog.
this from Pup. They're Canadian. They're a band. They know the Stranger Things kid.
They do know the Stranger Things. They put them in everything they do.
Yeah, well, two things. Finn Wolfhard, is that his name? That can't be it. If it is, sorry. This is mean to my buddies. Anyway, but the thing about the hotel lobby especially, and the hotel bar kind of, but I don't think I've ever made it in time because shows get out late, is that you show up with your friends and you just bring beers that you bought at the gas station, and then you hang out in the lobby until 4 o'clock in the morning. And when anybody wants to go to sleep, they could go to sleep. But they want you to do, like, they don't care. They just don't want you doing that in your fucking room and bothering everybody.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
So,
that kind of makes sense.
That's why, like, the hotel hang is tight. It's fun because
they
you
don't-
can actually get loud and, like, literally they do not care.
You don't get passive aggressive looks once in a while, like, oh, these punkers are here and
Not really. You get looks like
they're smashing bottles on their head and going, oi, oi, oi.
I don't know. I'm like in my 30s, so maybe like this is not like advice for someone who is smashing bottles on their head and going oi, 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 like I was doing every day in my 20s.
I remember
up
that.
the
I
punks.
lived with you for some of your 20s.
Sorry again about all your antique bottle collection.
That would get, to be honest, that was probably the worst part of it.
And I said I'm sorry a lot.
Sure.
Do you ever get, does like the concierge ever come over and they're like, so are you staying in this?
They sometimes come over and take your trash.
Now what
and you go, yeah, take that trash.
and you say like, oh, sorry. They're like, no worries.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they don't care. Keeps them awake.
Yeah, kind of like it's. I don't know. I mean, I imagine it's kind of annoying. They'd probably rather just be sitting back there watching TV, but they
can still do that.
But you know, like they would way rather you be there than be in your room and making noise and bothering your neighbors.
No, I know. One of the it wasn't the last time, but one of the most recent times, me and Tim were both in a hotel together. Tim got security called on him
Really?
for throwing a party. It was a wedding, and then
Tom and I were getting married.
Finally, wait.
no,
I'm sorry. Why wasn't I invited to your wedding? You
It's
two.
a long
It was
story.
a very small ceremony.
Yeah.
No, no, it was great because when you got the call, the hotel phone rang, and it was just like, well, who else could be calling?
Well, here's the thing. I was drunk enough after this wedding that I was like, ooh, who's calling?
Yeah, I think you were the only one who didn't
Maybe
know.
it's somebody who's going to bring me treats.
How many people were in your room?
Probably about 10.
Yeah, maybe.
Now,
it's
here's the thing. Did you know that you could have just gone into the lobby and done that and
No,
nobody
but
would have
I don't want to
cared?
do that. I wanted to take my
no,
shirt off.
that's what was silly. Because
Was your shirt off?
Well,
Truly.
for some of it, no. My shirt was-
no, the thing that was silly was that we left the bar. The bar had closed, but
Yeah.
but when the bar closes, all that means is the bartender goes away.
Exactly, and that's
You
what I
can
kind of
still
always
hang out
thought.
in the bar.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can still just hang out down there.
Yeah, they don't care.
And it's better.
Yeah.
Comfier chairs. It's not like 6 people